Hello, I'm Stephen Parry, and I've come down to my local barber's, Kelvie's, in Llandarf, Cardiff, to find out what are the new rules for the new normal. So Mark, as the manager, how are things going to be different here in Kelvie's?
It's been interesting because we've had lots of telephone conversations over the last couple of weeks of clients who are slightly older. Some people that haven't even touched another human being since before lockdown. So we've got to address their concerns of how the environment is going to be coming into the shop. And one of the first things you'll notice is a sign on the door saying, only enter if you have an appointment. Because we always do an appointment system, but across the country now, it's appointments only. Yeah. That way it stops other individuals coming in and we're having to leave our client, and the apprehension on maybe an individual in the chair is a bit stressful. So we're aiming to take the stress out as much as we possibly can, and the new norm of the new business. So what you'll notice is there's no new front of house, there's no reception or a meter and greeter, because we wanted to eliminate at least another member of staff. So all the appointments now are being made off-site. So when you phone, it goes off-site. When you email, it goes off-site. All the bookings are done off-site. So the only people coming in, we're ready for them at a specific time. Yeah, there's no waiting in reception. The chairs have gone, the tables have gone, the magazines have gone. Because what we find when we clean and disinfect, you've got porous and you've got non-porous. So the non-porous is things like wood, metal, glass. These are the things we can clean quite easily. And the porous stuff are your magazines, your fabrics, things like that. So just by taking that away, all of a sudden reduces any risk.
So I've made my appointment online or over the phone, and I turn up. What next?
First thing you'll notice is we'll have a visor, a mask, and we ask every client to also wear a mask or face covering. Yeah, you'll notice us standing a bit different, yeah, because we've all washed our hands before you've entered. We'll rewash them if you want to see us washing it, because rather than wearing gloves, gloves gives you a false sense of security, yeah. So you'll start touching multiple things. But when you wash your hands and you're ready, you stop touching everything. It's been quite interesting rehearsing how I'm going to work, because normally you would want to touch this or that. Now you come in, we ask you to sit down, take your own coat off. We don't touch your coat. Yeah. We ask you to take your coat off, come and take a seat. And in the past, we'd normally come face to face like we are now, but obviously we got a nice perspex plastic barrier. But in the salon chair, we'll be standing behind you, so we'll be looking straight into the mirror at you. So we're losing a little bit of contact, and plus we've got a mask on as well. Yeah. So there'll be that kind of interaction which wasn't before. It was a bit more friendly, a bit more touchy. Yeah. Now we'll be standing back a bit and trying to relax you as quick as we can in the first 30, 60 seconds we got, so you feel a bit more comfortable in your surroundings. You'll also notice that once upon a time, the unit in front of you would have lotions, potions, clippers, hair dryers. We take all that away, because if any droplets were to go onto the unit and everything, it's a lot harder to disinfect. Yeah. So we want to clean and disinfect before every client comes in. The appointments are always an hour per person. The last 15 to 20 minutes is all about cleaning and disinfecting. So once you leave, you'll notice for the next person, everything is washed down, which is most important, because that removes the dirt, removes the germs. And then we use a barbicide spray. And what that will do, that will kill the germs 100%. And as you can see, each of our barber chairs is partitioned off with these partitions, and we've added this plastic just to stop any of the droplets from going anywhere else. We've also got a private room if anyone needs it. You just mention that on emailing or when you phone up for your appointment.
Okay, so the client is sitting in the chair just as I am. What happens next?
So now normally we would offer you a liquid beverage, hot, cold, tea, coffee, alcoholic, non-alcoholic, but unfortunately we're unable to do that because of the current laws. So we're staying away from all refreshments, plus also you'll be wearing a mask under normal circumstances. So taking the mask off and sipping tea or drinking is not advisable. Yeah. Also, what I'll be doing is presenting you with a bag which has 2 towels and a gown in it. And we've got every bit of equipment we're going to use and clippers in here, which has been washed and disinfected. So we're presenting to you a little bit of safety in your knowledge that we've taken the time to clean, disinfect each individual item we're going to use on you. Same with the clipper guards. Each one is individually sealed into a container, so we don't do any cross-contamination. Also, this way, if any droplets were to come out, everything is still sealed. And then once we finish with all of this, it goes into another container, which basically says to be cleaned. And that goes away. So it's a really nice, easy product. Whereas in the past, when you probably come for a haircut, you would see everything all over the unit. It's now neat, tidy, precise.
So I presume with the new rules, I can still have my hair washed, can I?
Yeah, it's always been our policy to wash hair. Everyone who comes in will always have a hair wash, just to remove the dirt and yeah, make our experience cutting your hair even more precise.
So what can you not do that you used to do before?
So before, we'd done a lot of eyebrows, touching up beards, moustaches, facial hair. Now we can't go anywhere near facial hair. One, you've got a mask on. But two, also, if we come around the front, we're also very close to the eyes, nose, and the mouth. So the fact that the droplets can easily transfer to each one of us is not wise. So we'll definitely be doing no facial hair.
Okay, so you've cut my hair. What then?
So now we're going to dry your hair with the hairdryer. Hairdryers are still allowed. And then what you'll notice, because we haven't got product in front of you, because in barbershops we can't put our fingers and double dip into pomades and waxes, we already either use the spatula or a plastic spoon, and we've put the products and we've labeled them. Each one has their own product in. So we just use that on yours. Any excess we bin, and then we can again wash and disinfect. So everything container-wise has just a scoop of wax in it, so we know which ones to use on people.
So I've had this brand new lovely service, but then how do I pay?
We're asking every client to please pay using a contactless card. Try not to use cash, and we bring over the machine to your chair, and then you have the luxury of paying for it directly in front and not touching anything else.
Thank you, Mark. You've answered all the questions I needed to know, and yours, hopefully.